Hi everyone, thanks for watching our first whiteboard mini lesson at 360. Today I'm going to talk for a few minutes about preparing for an interview, and that's relevant to most of you since you're going to be doing this either this week, on Saturday, and potentially in the coming days. So, let's say you've got everything set up for your interview. It's all taken care of. All you need to do now is take some time to prepare and do the interview. But what do? First things first, take some time to research. Really important. You need to come into that interview knowing not just information about the source, but how they fit into the context of the story as well. And you'll also want to come across as kind of knowledgeable about the source and the subject, not only because that will help you feel more confident, but also it'll convey to the source that you know what you're doing, you've done your research, you pay attention to details, and that will help them open up and tell you more about their story. So that's step number one, is research. Step number two, and I think this one gets skipped over quite a bit, is think about the primary reason that you're interviewing this person. So for example, let's say you're doing a feature story on a football player at your high school, and you know you're going to interview the player, the coach, maybe a teammate or two, and his parents. Are you going to ask them all the same thing? The answer to that is obviously no, right? But you have to think about what you need from them. So from the player, you'll probably want to know about his accolades and his awards, but you'll want to know about his backstory too. Maybe you want to know the arc of his career and his expectations going forward. The coach, you're going to have different questions for it, right? You might want to know from the coach what this player's work ethic is like. You might want some examples of times that he was a leader or showed leadership. And you want to know how he's progressed throughout his football career. The coach can give you that stuff. Teammates, you might have some different questions as well. Teammates, you might want to know, what is his personality like? What are his leadership skills like? How does he interact with the other teammates and set an example? And parents, you might want to know even something else, right? This is an opportunity to dig deeper into the football player's past. Maybe find out, what was he like as a child? What expectations do you have for him going forward? How exciting is this for you to watch? So each of these people, or groups of people, you're going to come at it from a different angle or take a different approach. And before you start drafting a list of questions, you want to think about, what do I want from each of these people, and how can I ask questions to get that out of them? So I give you a hint at what the next one is. Draft a list of questions. I know this might sound a little bit elementary, but there's no shame in it. In fact, it's something that I did and do still pretty often. I just worked on a video piece for 360 that's going to be shown at the fundraiser, and I interviewed someone I've known for a while, and I still drafted a list of questions for them. But why did I do that? First, I knew it gave me a roadmap for going forward in the interview. I also made sure that I had all the questions I wanted down on a piece of paper so that I didn't forget anything or miss anything. And thirdly, it just helped me to be more confident going forward, and it can help you to do the same and not miss any information that you need. So that's really important as well. And then the last part I just like to do is run through the interview mentally. So just ask yourself, okay, how am I going to introduce myself? Where are we going to sit? How am I going to kick off the interview? Should I start with small talk? Should I get right into it? How am I going to end the interview? Just mentally, for your own self-confidence, run through the interview in your head so that you feel confident and comfortable going into it. If you can do these 4 things ahead of time, you'll be in good shape. So please do your best to work on these 4 things before Saturday so that you can also feel confident and comfortable going into Saturday's interviews. Thank you all. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, we'll see you all on Saturday. Thanks.